So I know some of you guys seen the title, and pretty much, yeah, I did get a daily, and I got it for free. So first thing first, I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about the car before I pretty much tell you guys, how everything came about. And so this is a 2007 Chevy Impala, and it has about 150 on the dash and stuff like that. It has no check engine light, none of that. So I sold my truck on last week. I sold my truck on Wednesday or Thursday, I believe. So I sold my truck, and now pretty much I end up getting this vehicle, and I did not pay. I literally did not pay anything. I didn't pay no money, this and that. I didn't pay anything on this car or whatever, this and that, to purchase it, this and that, pretty much. So here it is. So first thing first, let me tell you guys about the vehicle history and stuff like that. So this is a 2007 Chevy Impala, and for some of you guys might know, these cars are, good on gas, and to me, they reliable. I didn't have any issue with, owning this car before. I had, like, one of my family member had this car before in the past, and I know for a fact it was a reliable car, and it's good on gas, and obviously it's a huge difference. Like, before I had my truck, it cost me about $80, I'd say, to fill up my tank. Now it's like $30 to fill up this tank, which is really good. And and I do a lot of driving, so when I'm driving and stuff like that, this car barely burns any gas. Like I said, no check engine light on, no major issue with it. Got like little stuff like scratches and stuff like that, but everything runs and drives smooth. The AC work. The only thing is the radio on there. The radio worked, but it has like a crack in it. It has a crack. So before, long story short, I'm gonna tell you guys how I got this car. So when I sold my truck, like I said, it wasn't planned at all. So my mom, she actually have two vehicles, and this is one of the cars that she had sitting at her house. So, this car, she doesn't drive it and stuff like that. She doesn't drive it much. So it pretty much sits and, just collect dirt over time. So it doesn't have any issue with it. She just doesn't, every now and then she'll drive it, but it just sits. So, long story short, I end up getting this car from her. Obviously she's my mom, so she was just looking out for her son, trying to help me out. So in the meantime, this is not my new project. This is not no new project, this and that. This is just something for me to use around and be able to, like I said before, I want to be able to save up my funds, and then also be able to find the right vehicle. So I'm not trying to rush anything. Like, I feel like before, like, one of the main reasons before in the past, sometimes I rush stuff to happen, and then when it happen, it doesn't really go as planned. So now this time I told myself, I made a promise to myself, like, yo, if I'm going to get something for the channel, I want to be able to get something that I know I'm going to be able to keep for a while and be able to build. And then also I want to be able to get something that you guys wouldn't mind watching and stuff like that, instead of me, I want to be able to make good content pretty much and stuff, not instead of me just trying to get a car and, you guys not really that much interested in it. So I myself too, I want to get something that's not really obviously too common on YouTube and stuff. Like, I watch a lot of YouTubers and stuff like that too, so I see most of the cars that they use, like they build. So I want to get something that's pretty much a little bit different, but you guys are going to see as time going to tell and stuff like that. You guys are going to be able to see. But long story short, I got this car from my mom, and so far this is what I've been using, and this car drive pretty much good, no issue and stuff. Like the major issues on this, the major issue on this car that I know is that it need 2 new tires, and it has to pass inspection. That's the reason why I can't pass inspection, because of the tires, which is not a big deal. And I just want to be able to give you guys a little, pretty much walk around, be able to see, so you guys can be able to see how it look and stuff like that. And it's not really bad at all, and it's not a bad looking car, but this is just something that's temporary in the meantime, just so when it's time for me to find a different vehicle to be able to, get, and then that's the plan. But this is it, guys. I'm gonna show you. So this is one of the major issue, that right there has a crack, like, and then I'm gonna show you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna show you guys on the outside, but it comes on. You can still hear music playing, but the only thing is like it doesn't light up. So this whole thing got to be replaced. Like I can get a whole new one at junkyard or something like that. That got to get replaced, and then. Show you guys like on the side, you got a little bit of scratches on the side, which is not, it's not a big deal, but just want to show you guys some of the stuff that's wrong with it. And then this has an issue, like that right there. It needs a new passenger side mirror, as you guys can see, taped on there pretty much. There's scratches everywhere, but it's not bad. It's doable, I say. And then I gotta replace so this headlight work, but this side doesn't work. So I gotta switch that out. Or I gotta put a new bulb in there. And then inspection stickers too.